The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are results from that question. When all seemed burnt in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. Are you familiar with the word a glimmer? Maybe you're more familiar with the word what's opposite to a glimmer, which is a trigger. A trigger is when you lose your energy and it pulls you down because it's not a supporting dynamic in the long term. A trigger is a physical, mental, and emotional response to an experience of your past placed into the present. But you're not defined by your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. But if you feel pulled down by your triggers, you can turn the key with a glimmer. A glimmer that brings a spark of joy, peace, and gratitude. Where a trigger can produce a lot of stress biochemically in your body by cortisol, a glimmer increases the level of your relax hormone to balance it all. In my life, I love to go into nature for light hunting. Or maybe hunting isn't an appropriate word. Perhaps seeking for nature's glimmers is a better match. There's always an unexpected beam of light on the bark of a tree, projecting the shadows of the leaves. There's always a flower, a grass with light, an insect that catches my eye. Just to see the beauty, even on a rainy day, or when the sun isn't out in my life for a while. I love getting nature's glimmers to enjoy. And there are markers for me when I'm not aligned with a glimmer. That's when a glimmer becomes a forced energy, when a glimmer is transformed into a shiny object, when it loses the flow and is added with expectations. When I make it so important to see a glimmer, to make it as a necessity, I can make it something I need to feel good. And that's why I deliberately leave my camera at home to take pictures in my mind's eye, because I don't need to capture something to see the glimmer. I can go to my treasury box of glimmers in my mind's eye all the time. No matter where I am, no matter what time of day, I can always access my glimmer treasury box because it's inside me. Shiny objects in life give a purpose and significance to what we create in our minds, like chocolate, a craving to soothe an empty feeling. I have to have chocolate now. When I noticed my body developed a chocolate intolerance, I never had that craving again. Striving for soothing materials, cravings to feel better, because you want to feel heard or seen, can become an addiction for money, bigger accomplishments, bigger applause or fame. Would it be fulfilling if you get all the world's applause? Would it be the best thing to strive for if your picture is on posters around town? To be rich and famous? Is that how you want to be remembered? What are you striving for? Glimmers or shiny objects? hunting opportunities rather than seeing sparks that you can sustain? Or can you see a glimmer and train yourself, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, that your physical body can be at ease from within to start with? Can you fulfill your desire to be acknowledged from within yourself first, without the hunger to get that by othering, getting approval or confidence from someone else as a necessity? If you know that difference of the craving for shiny objects and nourishing yourself with glimmers, that's how you can help yourself in a mature way, like hunting because you need to eat, not to overeat. Treasure hunting. To show yourself, we have the power to overpower, destroyed our world in more areas than we like to see. We rather avoid and enjoy what we think we deserve to harvest. Do we dare to fill ourselves with glimmers in our treasury box, rather than reaching outside, aiming for more and more and more because we think that's the best way to feel good? How about a priceless, unexpected smile from a stranger? How would it make you feel? To let our brain and body experience that as a nutrition, a source in life. When I started to consciously live my Phoenix frequency, I supported my brain with glimmer training. How did I do that? Well, at first, once a day, deliberately and consciously tune into these unexpected, joyous moments in life. First, to be open, and second, to embrace and enjoy the glimmer. So, if you know a past experience put in the present, we can call it trigger, is how you live your life. Maybe if you dare to make a shift, it's time to add some glimmers. Deliberate glimmers, not a shiny object. And if you can grab that and see beauty in daily life, just because you want to see it, you like to see it, you embrace to see it, you would see it more and more and more, rather than you need more and more and more. And even if you can't go outside a day, and even if you have no opportunity to have your eyes open, you can always go into your treasury box and find the glimmers you collected, just because you can, not because you desperate need it. So you can live your Phoenix frequencies too, by just opening your eyes, your mind's eyes, your ears, to see the unexpected glimmers. Enjoy.